Hey, trombones. So this is the first part of the All Region A2 that we're going to be working on. I know my email that we talked about it being only 4 measures, but we're in 2/4, and a lot of the instruments that are working this week are in 4/4. So the amount of beats between the two are exactly the same. Cool. All right, so I'm going to turn on uh, full screen present of this slideshow, and so you'll lose my webcam, but we'll keep trucking along. All right. So as we're looking at this, this is number 36 from our All Region packet. If you'd like a full copy of that, it'll be attached to the assignment that you can print out if you wish, and we'll be giving you a hard printed copy in August if you don't have one already. So let's get started. First thing we look at is the key signature. We notice that right here we have 4 flats: B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat, meaning that all of our E's and A's are all in 3rd position. You can look right here on this graph. Just a reminder, the 3rd position is right before the bell, right before it. Okay, we tend to want to play it a little bit shallow, so we make sure it's just right before the bell. And you can use a tuner to double check this for you. These are not strict position spots because we have all the length between the 2nd and 3rd position, right, to move our slide to get it in tune. So I'd really encourage you to use a tuner and find out where your 3rd position is. Oh, sorry. Move the mouse. All right. Now, so all the arrows are pointing to notes that are in 3rd position. So the A flat here, E flat here. There's another A flat right here. There's actually another note I forgot to mark. This C, this upper C, is in what position? Yeah, it's going to be in 3rd position, just like those other, the E's and A's. You'll also notice that I didn't mark every single E flat or every single A flat. That's just too much. It's too much information. You're too smart to need to mark every single note. So don't do that. This is just to bring this to your attention. I would encourage you to mark these with a flat next to it, just to help yourself remember that it is a flat. All right. Now we also have that 4th flat, the D flat, right? And that's in 5th position. You can see here it's fairly well past the bell. You'll also notice, even though we're not using it, 4th position here is marked even past the bell. And this has to do with air support and embouchure formation and all those things. As we get stronger and beefier, our 4th positions and all of our positions tend to be a little bit further out than what we're used to. And it's just because we have this air to support it. Also, if you're on a large bore trombone, normally you have an F attachment or a trigger. This sometimes causes us to need to do this, okay, as you're using more air support. But like I said, on the 3rd position, use a tuner and check. It's more important to be in tune with what the tuner says than just what this diagram says. This is just an example. So the D flats are 5th position, right? And again, I didn't mark every single one 5th position. Just grab that first one here, right? And I would put a flat next to it, and I would even put a 5 right below it just to make sure I don't miss that, okay? Next thing we check is our time signature right here, 2/4. That top number, that 2 tells us there are 2 beats per measure, and that 4 tells us that the quarter note gets the beat. So every time you hear the click, those would each be an entire quarter note. Oops. My animation's got a little backward. I apologize. So, the important thing to do, especially with a lot of these 16th notes, is to find where your downbeats are. And so where I put these red marks is where I would take a pencil and on your music is put a red mark through those notes, because those are the downbeats. So every time you tap your toe, that's the note you should be on. And that tells us that the note or the notes that come after it are in the upbeat. So when our toe comes up, that's when those happen. So like right here, for example, these two E flats both happen as our toe moves up. But this G, one note as an eighth note, happens while our toe moves up. So this note we have to make sure is twice as long as one of these, right? And I've heard a few people playing in the EE book, like exercise 64, I think, where the first line's a quarter note A flat scale and the second line mixes up with 16th notes. Sometimes we tend to want to play this rhythm the exact same as this rhythm. So we got to make sure that we see that it's different. These are 16th notes with two bars or two flags. This is an eighth note with just the one flag or one bar. And so it needs to get twice the length as those two. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to mark where those downbeats are. Cool. So you got the downbeats marked, and I'm telling you, it's going to help you if you do it. Don't skip it. And I'm going to keep some of those downbeats right here just as we go on to kind of help us visually see where that occurs. So the next thing that we do is write in our counts. And we've seen these rhythms in a lot of places. We've counted them in rhythm charts for quite a while. We're playing them out of our Essential Elements book in quite a few different exercises, right? So this rhythm is not new to us. So take a few seconds and figure out how you would count and write in how you'd count measures 1 and 2. Go ahead and pause the video. No, seriously, pause it. Like you'll learn more if you take the effort to do it. All right, welcome back. So let's check and see how you did. So you should have 1 te ta 2 te 1 te 2 te. Because remember, when the 16th notes occur on the upbeat, it's te ta. If they were to occur on the first half of the beat, it would be 1 t. So make sure you've got, and then make sure that you've written those correctly. Te is te, and ta is ta. Good. Now write in your counts to the rest of the line, and go ahead and pause the video. Okay, welcome back. Let's check if you got it. 1 te ta 2 te 1 te 2 te. Exactly like measures 1 and 2. Super easy, right? Okay, let's see what you got for the next two measures. Should be 1 te ta 2 te 1 te ta 2 te 1 te ta 2 te 1. Right? Super easy, just that very repetitive rhythm. Eighth notes are always on beat 2. 2 te. Make sure they're nice and full length eighth notes. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to count it together. So sit up tall, be ready to karate chop, tap your toe. 1 and 2 and ready, count, go. 1 te ta 2 te 1 te 2 te 1 te ta 2 te 1 te 2 te 1 te ta 2 te 1 te ta 2 te 1 te ta 2 te 1. Very good. Now, if you had no problem keeping up with that, then you need to continue the video. If you had a little trouble counting, you need to repeat this section of the video, counting along with it. If it's too fast, get your own metronome out, slow the tempo down. This one is set at 57 beats per minute. So if that was too fast, I would encourage you to slow it down to about 50 beats per minute, right? Don't move on. Don't shortchange yourself and move on and cause compounding problems by skipping ahead. So if you are having trouble with the rhythm, repeat this section of the video. Slow it down with your own metronome and count through it. Okay. So here's the next step, right? We've counted it. Now I want you to say positions. So here we go, positions, and I'll say them with you the first time. Here we go. Ready, position, set, go. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 1, 3, 3, 1, 4, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 1, 4, 3, 1, 5, 5, 5, 1, 4, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 1, 1, 1, 3, 1. Very good. If there was any positions that tripped you up, I would pause the video right now and go mark those in your part. If you don't have a hard copy in front of you, because I don't believe, at least at Fulbright, I don't think we got the sheet music to you before we went on this extended online learning event. I think that we had planned on giving it to you that next Tuesday, and we weren't able to get it to you. And so if you don't have a printer at home, don't feel the need that you have to print it out. But you can definitely use Cami, which is a Chrome extension that will allow you to write on this. You can import this as a PDF and write on it that way, so you have all those notes that you need to be successful. So even if you don't have the hard copy in front of you, don't use that as a reason to not be marking things, right? You could pull this up on your phone or a tablet and open it as a picture, and you could use your finger to write the same information on it, just as long as you continue to use that copy. So don't just use it for today and then forget where you put it. All right. Now, I want you to airplay again. This time you're going to airplay, and I'm going to play it. So airplay, and I'll play. 1 and 2, and big breath. Man, I bet you did awesome. If you had no problem keeping up, then great. Then move on to the final step. If you have some trouble playing in time, or your notes didn't sound quite the same as mine, check to make sure you're playing D flats in 5th position, right? E's, A's, and C's are all in 3rd position, so make sure you're getting those if the note sounds wonky. If it's rhythm, rewind, scrub the video back, and airplay along as I play it or as I count it to help you line that up. All right. Final step, we're going to play it all together. Play your first note, 2, and first note, go. Yep, super fast air. It's kind of a mid going to an upper note, right? So make sure you're not overshooting. First note again, ready. Great, here we go. Playing it. And 1, 2, big breath. All right, I bet you did fantastic. This is what we're working on for this week. If you're having trouble with rhythm, I already gave some suggestions on how to go back and do that. If you're having trouble with notes, I've already given you some suggestions on that. If it's too fast, slow it down to 50 beats per minute. Slow it down to 40 beats per minute. If it's a single measure, maybe it's measure 3, 4, 3, 3, 3, 4. Maybe that's the measure that's tripping you up. Maybe it's measures 1 and 2 with all those 3rd positions. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 1, 3, 3, 1. Slow those way down and practice just those 2 measures. Even get rid of the rhythm and just play the notes. Bum, 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 bum. And just making sure you're getting the right pitch. Then at a slow tempo, go back and play it in time. Use this video, scrub it back to where I'm playing, and play along with me, right? Find those spots. If you still need help before Friday, you should send me an email and ask for some assistance. We can set up a one-on-one time, or maybe you and a couple of friends want some help. We can all find a time we can meet on Google Meet and work for about 10 or 15 minutes and help fix the whatever problems you're having. So don't wait to the last minute. You're going to have to reach out because I can't see a confused look on your face or frustration if you're not understanding something. You're going to have to help me out by sending me an email and let me know you're having trouble, and I will do everything I can to help you. So I hope everyone has a great week, and if I can help, please let me know.